Okay, how kiddos get to and from school, whether it's walkers, car riders, or buses. So first, the first week of school, everything slows way down. We're extraordinarily careful. We're always extraordinarily careful, but we're really extra special careful the first few weeks of school until kiddos get to know their routine, know their bus numbers, know their last names and car riders, and know just how to really be safe. So for buses, they will, without a doubt, will be late. They'll be late in the morning and they'll be late in the afternoon, probably the first few weeks of school, especially the first week. I highly recommend that bus app that they've been talking about, the new one, that you download that and you can be able to track that. You can always call here, 361-1455, and ask us where it's at. Unfortunately, we only have a certain number of lines in, so during that 3 o'clock time frame, it does get quite busy with parents calling for the same reasons. I promise you, that we're working hard to be able to get you those answers, but I think it'll help knowing that those buses will be late coming home. And the reason for that is because kiddos are learning their routine, so they're loading slower. We're loading them very carefully. Every kid has a bus tag on the back of their book bag, and we check every single kid who gets on that bus, every kid. So you can imagine that 70 kids per bus, 11 or 12 buses, that slows things way down. But we do that to make sure that no kiddo ever gets on the wrong bus. Second thing is that bus drivers are making sure that when kiddos get off, that there's a parent there for kindergarten and first graders, and they have to make sure that those kids line up with that parent. And until they get to know those families, it slows things way down. Also, we go from having very few people on the road, like this morning at 7:30. There's hardly anybody on the road, till that Monday morning and Tuesday morning of the first day of school. We have 30,000 children on the roads, either going in buses, cars, and some walkers. So the lanes, the roads just get clogged big time, especially those first few days as parents feel the need to bring their kiddos to school. I was that guy, don't worry, I get it. But there's a lot of traffic. So just, I know it's gonna be slow. I'm sorry for that in advance. Once we get cooking, once we get moving, we dismiss our car rider system in about 15 minutes, 200 car riders in 15 minutes, and it's done extremely safe. You'll have a personalized car rider tag that cannot be duplicated with your last name on there. You pull up, we call the kiddos from the classrooms into a hallway, and then they come right out to you. It does a really cool system. Those first few days, it takes us a while to get kiddos understanding the system. There will be a little bit of glitches. We apologize. Please, we just ask for your patience as we start to learn that process. One way that you can help is to make sure that car rider tag is on there and stays on the whole way through. And also, please stay off your phones while you're driving through. Sorry, these are electronic. There we go. We've had a number of different people go up on curbs, hit signs because they're on their phones. So please help me keep my staff out there safe. You will always have a principal or an assistant principal in the car rider system, in the bus system, myself included. So you can always come get us if something is going wrong, and you can take out any frustrations on me. For walkers, there are two different possible ways for your kiddos to go home. The first one is Walker A and Walker Path B, depending on where you live. We'll tell you about that. We'll show you the map. It's actually in my newsletter, but you can also find it out on in Open House. But you can also choose to have your kiddo go home with a parent or not have a parent there. So if you choose to not have your kiddo have a parent there to be released, then we just release your kiddo right out the door, the back door, and they walk their respective their paths. We walk path A to the actual perimeter of because there's a lot of, they have to go through the parking lot area on the sidewalk, and just to keep them safe, we take them to the perimeter of the property, and then we release them. If you don't want that to happen, and you want them to be released to a parent, I would be that guy too, I get it. We will not release your kiddo to anybody but the people that are listed on that form. And then again, that form is, you can pick that up at Open House or in my newsletter. So I hope that helps. The best thing that you can do for buses is to please help your kiddos just know the rules, know how to make sure they're being safe on those buses. It's a very, very busy, it's very, very busy. There's 70 kids on any given bus, 3 kids deep in a seat. So it's tricky. I know what I did on a bus when I was young, so just help your kiddos be better than me and making sure that they're keeping themselves safe and being respectful and using those phones appropriately. So I'm sorry this is a little bit longer of a video. Hope that helps. Thanks.